So all of the things that are supposed to go inside of this skull, so your breathing apparatus, your pharynx, your nose, your swallowing, your eyes, all of that is compressed in these dogs into a very small space. So essentially what's supposed to fit in this much room is compressed by half. And so all of the organs are compromised over time.
Flat-faced dogs such as pugs, French bulldogs, English bulldogs, Pekingese, Shih Tzus and Boston Terriers are commonly referred to as brachycephalic breeds. Brachycephalic means short-headed.
Some dogs, it's just a little bit of extra snoring or noise associated with breathing. And then the more moderate dogs are dogs that have too much work associated with breathing, and so where a normal dog can cool themselves down, a dog that's having an obstructive airway syndrome, their signs would be more extreme. So instead of a little noise, there's a lot of noise, a lot of work with breathing. Sometimes they have exercise intolerance, which means that they sort of self-regulate, so a normal dog would run across the street. These dogs take more time to sit and rest, regain their breath. And then in the extreme, it can be a complete cessation or obstruction of their abilities to breathe.
Brachycephalic breeds are prone to difficult obstructive breathing because of the shape and size of their head, muzzle and throat. Pugs, French bulldogs, English bulldogs and many more have been selectively bred for years to have domed skulls, flat faces and large eyes. Whilst the skull of a brachycephalic dog has shortened drastically, the soft tissue of the face and mouth have not. Nasal noise such as snorting is usually caused by stenotic nares as well as an abnormal growth of nasal turbinates. An overlong soft palate is a condition where the soft palate is too long, making the tip of it block the airway and interfere with airflow. A BOAS-suffering dog must be kept fit. Obesity is significantly related to BOAS, meaning dogs who are more fit tend to breathe better. The most common surgical interventions include opening the stenotic nares as well as shortening the soft palate. The cost of surgery is, however, very expensive, and many insurance companies do not cover congenital diseases such as BOAS.
more and more research that's going on into what's important and what causes these problems. I mean, a recent study you're probably familiar with does say that brachycephalic dogs live a shorter lifespan. So we know that these health problems impact their overall quality of life. There are certainly people that are trying to work with breeding groups to see if there are changes that can be made to the breed standard. But again, I think responsible pet ownership is an important part of the component, and responsible breeding. As I said, also important for people to know that they're lovely mixed breed dogs that need adopting all the time. And so I think it's just making people aware of shelter dogs and making people aware that there are some benefits to having dogs that are mixed breed, because they hopefully will have some of the best traits of the breeds and not necessarily all of the problems that can go along with overbreeding.